Happy Halloween Eve, you sexy bitches. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, which I guess I'm just gonna do a random vlog, um, explaining what I've been doing, what I've been up to. I know I haven't been around here much, and I know there's probably like at least one or two people out there that are like, "What the hell happened to this guy? Where's he been? What's he been watching? What's he been doing?" This is actually my second take recording this because the first time my laptop decided I was using my headphones, even though I wasn't, so it didn't record any sound. So I'll try to make this quick because I've already said this all before. Um, but basically, I've just been up to a lot of working, which totally fucking sucks. I'm there 40 hours a week, and I've been playing a lot of video games, and I have been spending a lot of time on something called Tiny Chat, which I guess I'll explain right now because it's pretty interesting, and you might want to check it out yourself. Basically, something like 6 months ago, something like that. It was a while ago now. I was looking for a way to video chat with my dad online, and I didn't realize you could just do it over AIM. But when my one IGN buddy, Altoid Yoda, was like, you should check out this place called Tiny Chat, where you could just type in like tinychat.com slash anything you want, like slash, dad and Jeff slash whatever. And then it'll create a chat room. And as long as the other people that are going to go there and chat know the link, then you have your own little private chat room. Actually, it's not private. People can find it and join it, but how I don't know. But and you can video chat. You can have a bunch of boxes up, people chatting. It's like the Brady Bunch and shit. And so I never used that to talk with my dad. We figured out how to do it on AIM, but one day on Twitter, I put up, tinychat.com slash IGN bloggers, and all my buddies who blog on IGN saw it on Twitter and they started showing up, and it became like this obsession that went on for like a couple weeks at least, if not a couple months, and then it kind of died off. And then IGN switched over to this new format where they were it's called like my IGN, and there's a lot more people blogging on it now. And there's kind of a rebirth of Tiny Chat in the last week or two, and it's become really kind of an unhealthy addiction. I don't know what it is about it, but you're getting to sit in front of your computer and socialize with people. And I mean, like, even like last night, I like went on there. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go on for like an hour and go play some video games. Next thing I know, it's like 6 in the morning. I'm like, guys, I have to go to bed. So like, if you're in like some sort of internet community, like if you have some friends on YouTube or uh, wherever you blog or Twitter or whatever, you guys should try out Tiny Chat. Make your own little room. I guarantee you, it will suck you in and become a very sick addiction. It will take away from your life. So yeah, check that out. I'm telling you, it's cool. Anybody from IGN that watches this, post a comment and vouch for me. Tell them about the Tiny Chat. Uh, what have I been playing? Dear God, been a lot of games over the last 2 months. Halo Reach, I'd say the best multiplayer shooter of the year. I wouldn't say single player. That probably goes to uh, Red Dead Redemption. Maybe Mass Effect also, because that's really almost more of a shooter at this point than RPG. I played Dead Rising 2. I played through it twice actually. I loved it. A lot of fun. Very cool game. Really though, it's for if you like the first one, which a lot of people don't like the first one. I do. I like the fact that there's like it's built around multiple playthroughs. There's too much to do that you can fit in one playthrough. I liked the fact that it's a limited amount of time. This one removed the camera stuff, which sucks because I like the camera taking pictures, but it does have like cool combos you can make, and it has a cool like Vegas-like setting. Speaking of Vegas, I definitely got sucked into this Fallout New Vegas. I think it's as good, if not better, than Fallout 3. I'm enjoying it more than Fallout 3. I like the setting more. I think I kind of like the story a little bit more, even though it's goofier. And this got generally positive reviews, but everyone bitched about it being filled with bugs. And honestly, I've only run into one bug my entire time playing, and it wasn't a big deal because I saved right before, because I save all the time. um, and it was patched, fairly quickly, and even before that, I had it installed, and I think that helped. I think if you got this game, install it, get the patch, and you should be fine. And if you like Fallout, you should definitely have a blast. You'll lose your life into this. I was completely losing my life into it, and until this came along, Sims 3 on the consoles, which once you get used to the controls, they feel very natural. It's like second nature. I never really had to think about what I'm doing after the first hour. It plays fine. It plays great, and it for once has the whole PC game on it. No real sacrifices. I played Sims 2 on the PC, but I didn't think that my laptop would run this, so I waited for it on Xbox. Plus, I like my achievements and whatnot. And they actually added some stuff to this that wasn't on the PC. They have these things called karma powers. I guess the biggest thing I've read that makes it worse than the PC version is when you're fast forwarding time, that kind of stutters, and it does. Like you fast forward time, it doesn't go as fast, and there's like long loading times when you go to different areas. I don't know if on the PC it had no loading times or what. I have no idea. But my biggest problem with it is I think that Sims 3, and this was a problem with the PC version from what I know, the core Sims 3 experience should have had what was in the expansions for Sims 2. There should be nightlife and there should be seasons. I mean, like right now, if you go to do something at night in this game, like you go out in the town, you're gonna go to like an empty park. There's like no one there, everyone's sleeping. I don't know. I don't see why it would have been so hard to put a nightclub or something in there that you could go to, and seasons. That should be part of the core experience for Sims 3 instead of another expansion. It's really stupid. But I mean, the game is super addictive. I played it a lot already. It's only been out less than a week, and I've already lived an entire life on it. And it was pretty cool. Like I went in the writing career, and all I did was focus on my career. And I became a writer, and I was successful. Like I reached the top. I was successful, and then I married the only girl that I had socialized with, and then I retired, and I got bored, and I locked her in a room with no doors and watched her starve to death while I threw parties in the main rooms of the house. And then, all sorts of craziness after that, making out with her ghost, making out with the maid while her ghost fights with my girlfriend in the background. Just a blast. But I mean, honestly though, for all the working I've been doing and the video games I've been playing, I even wrote a couple blog posts. Maybe I'll put a link to my blog here if I remember. I wrote one about the good and evil paths in Fallout and how they kind of made me discover my evil side, and also just about good and evil in games in general. Um, I wrote a blog post about something. Oh, about voting Democrat, or if I would vote this election and how I would vote, and saying if I did vote at all, it'd be for Democrats because I'm not insane. But and I did vote, by the way. I voted already, and I did vote for Democrats. The big ones were Quinn for governor of Illinois and Alexei Janulius for U.S. Senate. I think Alexei has a shot. He's a young, sharp-looking guy, and he's backed by Obama. And Obama's still kind of popular out here in Chicago. But anyways, what was I saying? I mean, really, the main reason I haven't been posting any video reviews on here is I haven't watched anything. I've been doing all these other things, but there's nothing to watch. Nothing's coming out on DVD that I want to see. I watched like MacGruber the other night, That's the only thing I've watched since going since getting to the Greek, which I did review on here. The only thing I watched since then is MacGruber and like the Madman finale and Sons of Anarchy, which, by the way, I don't really like Sons of Anarchy this season that much. But Madman finale was great. MacGruber I barely watched. Uh, like I was watching it, but I was distracted by Tiny Chat because it wasn't holding my interest. It wasn't funny. The skits on SNL were funny, but even them after a while they got kind of old. By the time the movie was out, it was like, I don't know, it just kind of sucked. It wasn't funny. Didn't really translate as well as stuff like Wayne's World and some of the other SNL skits. But yeah, I mean that's it. There hasn't been anything to review. Um, I don't have any plans for Halloween. I'm getting too old for that really, and I don't have much of a social life, so I'm not gonna be going out to any parties. I am gonna watch The Walking Dead on AMC, which is directed by Frank Darabont, and he's the creator of it. It's adapted from an acclaimed graphic novel, and it's being produced by someone who worked on Terminator, the first Terminator. So it has a good pedigree, has a lot of positive buzz. A lot of people are excited for it. I'm excited for it. I'll do a video reaction to that, and hopefully on Tuesday, Netflix will finally send me Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, because apparently Netflix gets things like a month late now, which fucking sucks. So I'll finally get to see that. I'll do a review of that. I'll probably do a written review of Nightmare on Elm Street also. So that's two things to look forward to in the future. But really, guys, I've said all this once already. So I've already wasted a good 10 minutes of my night already doing this shit. Now I'm doing it again. If it doesn't record this time, I'm fucking giving up. But that's what you have to look forward to on here if you watch my channel. Look forward to Walking Dead and Nightmare on Elm Street, little chats about that. And in the meantime, I will be gaming and I will be on the Tiny Chat. And you should check it out too. But be warned, it might not be good for you entirely. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll be around. See you around on the internets.